Hello and welcome to this YouTube channel. My name is Anthony, and in these videos what we try to do is bring you the best value from knowing history, travel, and culture. What we're going to be doing in this episode is reading the first part from the Aeneid. This book, or this series of poems, was written by the poet Vergil. It is very informative for understanding the mind of the ancient Romans and also propaganda of that day. So, without further ado, this is the very first part, the very beginning of this series of poems, and it has to do about the Trojan hero Aeneas from the Iliad and the Trojan War, who left the city of Troy once it was falling apart with his family and with his brethren to, let's say, set out on a quest to find Italy and start the new race of people there. Although there were already people there, so it doesn't really make much sense in that regards, but Caesar Augustus wanted to have some divine link between Rome and ancient Troy. So he hired a bunch of artists and poets, Vergil being one of them, to tell this story. So here it is, book 1 of the Aeneid. We'll try to use some expression too. Okay. Arms and a man I sing, the first from Troy, a fated exile to Lavinian shores, in Italy, on land and sea, divine will, and Juno's unforgetting rage harassed him. War racked him too, until he set his city and the gods in Latium. There his Latin race rose, with Alban patriarchs and Rome's high walls. Muse, tell me why. What stung the queen of heaven? What insult to her power made her drive this righteous hero through so many upsets and hardships? Can divine hearts know such anger? Carthage, an ancient Tyrrhenian settlement, faces the Tiber's mouth in far-off Italy, rich and experienced and fierce in war. They say that it was Juno's favorite, second even to Samos. Carthage held her weapons, her chariot. From the start, she planned that Carthage would rule the world, if only fate allowed. But she had heard that one day Troy's descendants would pull her Tyrrhenian towers to the ground. A war-proud race with broad domains would come to cut down Africa. The fates ordained it. Saturn's child feared this. She recalled the war that she had fought at Troy for her dear Greeks, and also what had caused her savage anger. Deep in her heart remained the verdict given by Paris, and his insult to her beauty, and the rape and the privileges of Aeneid, a Trojan. In her rage, she kept from Italy those spared by cruel Achilles and the Greeks. They tossed on endless seas, went wandering, fate-driven year on year round. The seas, Fate-driven year on year around the world seas. It cost so much to found the Roman nation. So we'll stop there. Basically, in this intro, it's talking about what's going to happen, but also how there are divine forces at play. Juno, or Hera in ancient Greek mythology, being one of them, that she doesn't want Aeneas to found the people of Rome because she prefers the people of Carthage. And in the first, I believe, 1 to 3 books or so, that conflict comes into play. We have not only Aeneas, but Queen Dido of ancient Carthage, who found that city. And it's a real testament that, you know, as we go forward, it's not only about, let's say, passion, it's also about duty. And Aeneas is driven by a strong duty, a calling that is given to him to found the people of Rome. So that's what this struggle is about. This is what this book is about, and that is what it is dealing with in this first part. Aeneas is on the seas. He's having a hard time because Juno's against him. He needs some help, and he'll get it at some point. So that is the first part here. This ends our audio test as well of this stream. Thank you very much, and we will see you in the next video.